I'm on 96 in Madison. I'm going to this event later tonight to show my support for these two YouTube creators who have really demonstrated, each in their own way, what it's like to live in New York City. In my book, they're New Yorkers. And who am I to say? I'm Geraldine, and I grew up in New York City. We have these cute little seats outside. It's nothing much. One of the best vanilla lattes I've had. And like, I literally go to sleep thinking about this latte. And some other things too, which I can't share here. So recently I've been thinking about this question, what makes someone a New Yorker? Yeah, it's true that native New Yorkers don't call the subway by colors, and they don't wait to cross if there are no cars coming, but it's much more than that. It's not something you can replicate from a speech pattern or one behavior. It's a feeling that only comes with time. And I'm not religious, but it's probably a little like baptism by fire. It makes you more resourceful and bold and able to summon courage where there was none before. And it just comes with time, being here every day for a number of years. What elicits this respect that the city demands? I think it's a kind of surrender moment, and it happens for people at different times or in different ways. When you realize that you don't live alone in the city, and even though challenges are pretty personal, it could be on the subway, getting lost a few times in the wrong borough, or going in the wrong direction, or it could be getting groceries up 5 flights of stairs, or it could be the general grind that is like a blanket over the city at times. There's an understanding, a kind of camaraderie in knowing that it's challenging for everyone who lives in New York City. But eventually, after living here, you find your flow and your rhythm with the city, a balance between external and internal reprieves. This is from Uniqlo, and it looks just like a, like a black bag, but look at how cool. So I just put my laptop in, and it just is the shape of the laptop, right? Pretty cool. So it can either be like ginormous, it's basically whatever shape you want it to be, which is pretty awesome. And then you can just sort of squish it up and like just make it into like more like a purse, And I can probably do that, make it into like a little messenger bag. I'm just really psyched about this bag. Anyway, I carried most of my items home. I got yum. I love these cherries. Some strawberries. I just got fruit. So when I'm in New York, it makes me feel like I'm like some consistency. Doing the same kind of thing, which makes me feel like there's continuity in my life. It's a trick. People really drink black coffee. I know some people do. Just a few things. I'm gonna head out.
생각이 편 could say that I'm a New Yorker because I lived through the 70s, because kids on milk cartons, blackouts, hookers, and the drug dealers that gave character to Times Square and Alphabet City. But now I know I'm not doing myself any favors by dating myself, and it's kind of an irrelevant flex. What's more important are the characteristics of New Yorkers and how we handle being in a city of 8 million people, and how we handle disasters and recover so resiliently. And of course, how we handle the day-to-day life in New York City. I think it's the devotion to the lifestyle in New York that is distinctive. I've always dreamt of moving to New York because it seems like it would be truly transformational. But I'm from here, so of course I can't do that. But there is an excitement, a buzz. Things are hard, but the city gives back in 100 ways that you can only understand if you surrender to its grit and its glory. And even though you might experience these moments alone, it's this kind of resiliency that makes it easy for New Yorkers to come together when there's actually a crisis. Sometimes I do things that are New York without even realizing it. And the other day I got a comment, "Oh, that's such a New York thing to do." I was purchasing sneakers because I had a really bad blister from some sandals that I was wearing, walking around in a heat wave last week. So at the counter during the transaction, wearing the sneakers out, I put the sandals in my bag. Yes, it was the Uniqlo bag. So I had them keep the box because who has room for a box? And I didn't take a bag because I can move faster without a bag. And if I take the subway, bumping into other people is just annoying. So I will say that before putting the sandals in my bag, I wrapped them in a ton of tissue paper because New York City dirt. Even though we might be terse, it's mostly because we are just doing our lives. 99% of the time, New Yorkers will help a fellow New Yorker, or even a tourist who needs directions. I'm right across the street. I just saw Alexis and Chelsea, and very exciting. They've both done such a great job with their content in New York, and it takes courage, so I just hats off to both of them, and I'm just happy to be here. It's sort of leaning into their community. I think it's a great idea, and I'm happy to be a part of it. It was like really the sweetest event, and I'm really glad I went. I'm sure I was like the oldest one in the room, but because I know like YouTube 30 is considered kind of old, but everyone was really sweet, and there's a lot of cat people in the room, so it was just really nice hearing, like we got like a little bit of the behind the scenes, and it was really good. It's people like Chelsea and Alexis that honestly like make me feel invited to continue on YouTube, and they're just really like good-natured people, and they're both really funny. It just feels like a safe, wholesome. I'm happy to be part of their community. I really appreciate their values, especially on the internet. So thank you both for like forging your own way, making it yours. I guess that's really my big takeaway, is like, I think that you created like your own space.
Is he crying?
Not yet.